Okay, today I want to do a quick step-by-step tutorial on how I edited a photo that I took the other day. The sunset was gorgeous and our snowman was melting. I knew he wouldn't be around very much longer, and so I went and grabbed my camera and snapped some pictures, and it was pretty dark outside, and so the snowman looks fairly dark, too dark for my liking. But I wanted to keep the exposure low so it didn't white out the sunset, which is a problem. If I would have bumped it up to make the snowman as bright as I wanted him to be, then the sunset would not look nearly as glorious. So here is what I did. This is the original image, and I'm going to use some actions. Actions are kind of bundled. You can pay for them, different sources. I'm using Florabella. They have great actions. They're color play actions. Here are some basic adjustments such as brightness and contrast, exposure, the color balance, hue and saturation. These type of adjustments you would find in really any basic photo editing software. And then here are some brushes and stuff that I'll be using as well. So here we go. First, I want to lighten up the snowman. So I could go to exposure, but I don't really like the way it looks. It's like as I brighten it up, it almost makes the whites like blindingly white. And so I'm going to not do that, throw that in the trash. I'm going to use curves, and all I have to do is adjust this line, and it doesn't. I just like the way that it brightens it more. So I'm just looking at the snowman. I'm not paying attention to the sunset or the surroundings. And I want to see, let's see. How bright do I want that guy? Sorry, I'm being kind of picky. Okay, you know what? Right there. I like that. Okay, so this snowman is as bright as I want, but as you can see, the sunset doesn't look near as good. It's kind of just yellow. You can't even really tell it's a gorgeous sunset. So I'm going to click here. When I have the black, it's going to let me erase what I just put on. I can always switch to the white if I need to paint it back on, if I accidentally erase the snowman or something. Okay, so I have my brush. Right now I am erasing all of the curves that I just adjusted where I made it really bright. And as you can see, it's showing the black part is the part I'm taking off. So I'm going to take it off a little bit on the fence, but mostly I just want to take it off up here on the sunset. My opacity is really low. I'm going to make it higher so I can get this job done faster. There we go. Yeah, I want to completely remove what I did. As you can see, it's getting a lot darker. Oh yeah. And now look, it's almost completely black up here, which means that I've erased all that. And I think I want to make maybe, oh, okay, that's too dark for me. So I'm going to put it back on the white and paint that back on. Okay, I'm going to lower my opacity really low. And I want to darken up the fence just a little, but not too much. Maybe kind of. All right, I like that. So that was the curves adjustment to make the snowman lighter. Now I'm going to use one of my actions to create a vignette around. And I'm going to use Mink Vignette. I press the play button and it applies it to the photo. And that just, you can click this on and off to see the difference. I really liked how it just adds some darkness around the whole photo to make the snowman really stand out. I don't think I want it this dark. I'm going to lower the opacity just a touch. There we go. Okay, I like that. All right, I'm going to flatten my image, which means it's going to make it all these layers that I've been adjusting come together. Now it's like one photo, almost like this was the original photo. I'm going to go to sharpen. That's usually the first thing I do, but I really just like it. It kind of makes the little blurred details a little bit sharper. So I think that is about it. So I'll show you the difference in the two. Okay. All right, so here's our photo now. And there's the original. So curves, Photoshop is just great, you know, because you can adjust photos to create the image you wanted. You know, I love this image of the snowman looking off at the sunset, but just with my camera, I couldn't create this exact image I wanted with the right lighting. And so with a few adjustments in Photoshop, I was able to do that. And I hope that you liked this tutorial. There will be more to come because I love taking pictures, and editing them is always fun to get the image looking just right. That's about it. Have a good day.